6:06 is your time. We're going to check back in at the fair with Jim this morning. Jim, tell us how the weather looks for today. A lot of us are going to be at the fair today.
Certainly are. It's looking really good today. Fair weather for us all across the valley. I'm hanging out with a few really cute chicks right now this morning. In fact, Paul's going to show you. We have an incubation pen over here. All the eggs have hatched, and here are the baby chicks that are recently hatched anyway here at the Western Idaho Fair. Aren't they cute? Kind of reminds me of Easter a little bit. Well, those chicks are going to enjoy the weather today as well as the rest of us because it's looking really nice. Here's the faircast. Temperatures up into the low to mid 70s by the time the fair opens at noon. And then later on this afternoon, it does start warming up to the low 90s, about 91 degrees, and then backing off into the 80s to the evening. So quite often we see fair temperatures in the hundreds this time of year, but this week looks pretty good. Of course, we had a lot of rain the first part of the week, but dry today. Current temperatures mainly in the 50s and 60s in the valleys, 40s and 50s in the mountain areas. The storm tracker shows clear, dry conditions all across the area. And so the forecast today calls for dry and sunny conditions, starting with the Magic Valley, where we'll see temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 this afternoon, mid 90s and mid 80s in some locations, but a nice day with lots of sunshine. Mountain areas from the central mountains around Sun Valley and Stanley over to McCall, all in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees with sunny skies, but there will be some areas of patchy smoke as the wildfire smoke is drifting into Idaho right now. And for the Treasure Valley, looking at temperatures in the low 90s today, about 91 degrees in Boise. 7-day forecast keeps us in the low 90s through tomorrow and Saturday. We will see that southerly flow developing today, pushing much of the smoke back out of the region to the north, but also bringing a little moisture in for isolated thunder showers tomorrow afternoon. Mountains will see a little better chance, and then drying out by Saturday and Sunday, and warming up a bit too by Sunday in the mid 90s. Monday and Tuesday will be the hottest period in the mid to upper 90s ahead of a cold front that's going to come through on Tuesday and drop temperatures back to the low to mid 80s by the middle of the week. So just as it seems to get really hot, it's going to back off a little bit by the middle of next week. So come to the Western Idaho Fair today. Gates open at noon. You're going to be finding great weather today, whether you want to stick around on the midway, enjoy the food and the rides, or be inside some of the buildings or visit some of the animals like these cute chicks and the cattle and the goats and the sheep that we've been showing you throughout the morning. Looks like a great day at the fair.
It is going to be a great day, and of course we'll be out there, a lot of our personalities throughout the day and live on our shows, so come on over and say hello. Thank you so much, Jim.